Hi, this is Mike DelSignore. I was in court in Nantucket District Court today and thought I'd answer 5 questions people ask me all the time about OUI cases, and I figured I'd use the backdrop of the ocean as backdrop to do these videos. 1, is OUI a felony or a misdemeanor? Well, it's a misdemeanor offense for your first offense. That's because there's no possibility of state prison time. So OUI 1, OUI 2, both misdemeanor offenses. So you're dealing with misdemeanor, even the negligent operation, leaving the scene, those charges are all misdemeanor offenses. Question 2, when can I get my license back after an OUI charge? Well, if you refuse the breath test, you can get it back after 30 days, you have to pay $500. So don't make the mistake of thinking you can't drive until the case is over. It's a 30-day suspension. After that, you get your full license back, not a hardship license. If you refuse the breathalyzer, instead of facing the 30-day suspensions, if you took it and it was over 0.08, you face a 6-month suspension. So after 6 months, you can get your full license back. The case can take 6 months if it's a complicated case or if there's a lot of legal issues. If you go to trial and are found not guilty prior to the 6 months, then there's a presumption of reinstatement. So you've got a couple ways to get your license back after a breathalyzer refusal. Those are the ways you can get it back. Either appeal the refusal. Those tend to be hard to win. You've got to go to the registry in Boston. But we've had a lot of success getting refusal suspensions overturned. More success in some courts than others, but it's worth trying because the suspension for the refusal, if it's a second or third offense, could be 3 or 5 years. So make sure you understand your rights about appealing a breathalyzer refusal suspension appeal. Third question we get a lot is, do you have to testify at trial? Many times, no. The government's got the burden of proof. They prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have no obligation to testify. And you don't have to speak at pretrial hearings. You're not speaking. That's more of a conference between the lawyers. Motions, generally, clients won't testify. Trial, you may testify. And I've been calling more clients to testify as I do this more and more. If there's something we need to explain in the case, like say you told me you told the officer 3 beers. He says it's 5. We need to explain that. That's a key fact in the case that if we don't explain and there's no other way for us to contradict it, we may not win the case. So you might have to testify, you might not. You'll be prepared. We'll go over the questions I'm going to ask, the questions they're going to ask, so you'll be ready to testify at trial. 4th question I get a lot is, when can I get my license back after a second offense? So this Cahill resolution, attorneys call me all the time and ask about this. And if the 2 offenses are more than 10 years apart, and the court treats it as a first offense, giving you the 45-day license loss 24D program, the registry will honor that and give you your license back, provided you get the interlock device. If you refuse the breath test, you're going to have the interlock for 5 years. If you took it and failed, you'll have the interlock for 2 years. So you can get back on the road right away. Now, normal second offense, if you refuse a breath test, you're not driving for 3 years, and then you have an additional 2-year suspension. So the Cahill resolution does allow you to get back on the road much quicker. Last question people ask is, can I win a case if I took a breath test and failed? We win those cases all the time. There's a lot of ways to challenge the breath test evidence. Police departments don't follow the proper procedures, and there's medical issues that affect the test. So these machines are not foolproof. Myself and Julie, we handle OUI cases all over Massachusetts. Today, we happen to be in Nantucket, but we go to Barnstable, we go to Plymouth, Dedham, Norfolk County, Attleboro, Rentham, courts all over Massachusetts. So if you're looking for somebody that has a reputation for defending these cases statewide, and you want to know, have all your questions answered, have any questions, feel free to call us. We'll be glad to go over your police report, explain the defenses, as we've been handling these cases for years throughout Massachusetts. And I hope you have a great day. You can call us at 781-686-5924. You can text that number as well. Mike DelSignore saying, have a great day from Nantucket, Massachusetts.